Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
I'm Princess Amika. We are your hosts on Lifewayichurch. Stay tuned. Welcome to our channel. We'll be bringing you godly, life-transforming, inspirational, mind-blowing content. So please subscribe.
Yeah, it's a big welcome. Welcome to our channel. Welcome to this show, Lifeway Online Church. And please join us as we dispense God's knowledge needed for our survival on earth. And how do you join? Please subscribe. Share our links.
Subscribe.
Thank you.
So today we have a very interesting topic to discuss. The theme of our church this year is elevation, and that's what we're going to be discussing today. We're going to be trying to give you snippets on what elevation is all about. So what is elevation? Elevation means upward progress. Imagine being at a very low plane, then having to move upward. That is what elevation is. It means shifting position from a lower place to a higher ground. So you want to be elevated financially, spiritually, in your career, in your academics, whatever it is all elevation. And as Christians, the first we require for elevation, meaning that you want to do better in your academics or in whatever area of your life you want to do better. That force that is needed to make you do better is God. You need God to be elevated financially, spiritually, in every area of your life. And that's why this year it has been declared our year of elevation, because God has plans of elevating us. He has plans of, seeing us do better in every area of our life. He has plans of, seeing us advance and us doing better as his children. So elevation basically means upward progress. Yinka, what do you think about that?
Yeah, so from my own perspective, I would say elevation is just God bringing you from like a state of no or low influence to that of an higher one. Yeah, considering the case of Joseph in the Bible, like God brought him from a very low estate to being the second person in
charge in the whole of Egypt.
Yes.
Yeah. So yes, looking at Daniel too, we have Daniel. Daniel, a slave from Babylon that he brought from Babylon, and coming to the palace, and he became so influential and so powerful in Babylon. Yes,
and okay, considering the case of Daniel, like you said, and the kind of association.
Yes. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, his friends. Yeah, that really makes sense. The company we work with or try to move with affects our elevation. They determine our elevation in life.
Yeah, and considering Esther, the way God brought her from the state of she was a nobody,
she was just a slave, she was trying to.
I got there was a nobody. She was a nobody too, and coming into the palace was a great one.
Yeah, becoming a queen, and then we have David. Yes, we love King David. Coming from being a shepherd of his father's sheep, that nobody even paid attention to him, becoming a king. Seriously, that's a blockbuster.
And I think for each of these four characters you mentioned, there was actually a price they paid.
Yes.
Joseph had to just stay away from sexual immorality.
From Potiphar's wife. The auntie was tempting him, but then not giving it the temptation.
Okay, considering Daniel to abstain from, he moved to the right association.
And when they were talking about eating, it was like he wasn't going to eat the foods they were serving. He was going to eat beans and vegetables. Discipline, self-control. Self-control really.
Mommy Esther.
Yes.
I think reading the Bible, there was no place I think she had probably friends she talks
No,
to,
no.
and and she was really obedient. You know,
Yes,
when
yes,
the guy,
no.
when the guy told her not to disclose, like who
Identity, when she got to the
yeah,
palace, she was
really-
obedient, and even to the Enoch, because we read in the Bible that the
Yes.
Enoch, she found favor in the eyes
Yes,
of the
yes.
Enoch. Yeah, so that she must have been really obedient to everything that the Enoch was telling her. And looking at King David, he followed God faithfully, steadfast, even when he got to the palace, and so many things were happening. He didn't let that distract him. And when people were like trying to compare King Saul and David, he didn't try to play any role of making people choose him. He respected the anointing of God on Saul's life. So that was really
okay. And another thing I learned from Joseph, when you tell his father that I had a dream, blah blah blah, and they will just scorn him. He did not give up. Like this is what I'm saying, and this is where I will go. He didn't be like, okay, they scorned me yesterday, so I won't. So whatever anything is, never give up on your dream. So long as it is God giving you that thing, do not give up.
whatever it is that God has told you, that hey, you're going to become this, you're going to become that, hold on to the word of God. No matter what people are saying, they may be family, friends, whoever they are. Don't let what they are saying distract you from what God has told you. Always learn to hold on to God's word. Yes, that's it.
Yeah, and another thing, in the life of Daniel, I think the Bible said he had like this excellent spirit, like
Yes, spirit of excellence, wisdom, understanding,
and he's a reader of books. He read books a lot, like he read books a lot. So like from comparing that to contemporary, like
yes, our youth of today.
yes,
They say readers are leaders. So I think these days we really don't read. As high as they force us to read in school because we pass exams and all. So we should cultivate the habit of reading spiritual books, even especially our Bible. We should really cultivate the habit of reading and acquiring knowledge.
doing this, the skies are beginning to fly.
Yes, we do so well, so well. Okay, so we have looked at the lives of different characters from the Bible. We have tried to say what God did and how they became elevated from a very low position to God bringing them to a higher position. So I know that before there's any boom in life, before you really make it, there has to be a process that you go through. They say for every glory there's a story. So you should not just expect that okay, one day my life is just going to boom, I'm going to make it. That type of elevation is not it at all. If you jump up, you're going to come down faster than you went up. So we should take the time to know that there's a process we are going to go through before we get elevated. Yes, definitely. Before we get elevated. So now we're going to be looking at the life of Joseph and trying to look at the secrets. What are those things that that Joseph did, or those things that he practiced for God to have elevated him. So
Yeah, so looking at the life of Joseph, like she said, the first thing was that he had this relationship with God. It was a constant one. Like, it was a constant person in the secret place. Joseph was not a person that would just go and come. He does not come to seek God in times of trouble.
In times of trouble, in times
He's
of
always
need.
there. He's always there. So the first and foremost is just your relationship with God is very paramount. Just take it like your whole life. No, your whole life depends on it.
Yes, it's your whole life. Your relationship with God is your whole life.
Depends on it.
Definitely.
Yeah. So going further, he was a truthful person.
He was sincere, trustworthy.
So
Yeah.
let's try to emulate. I think the Bible text.
Yeah, we're looking at Romans 1 verse 32.
32.
So I will read that. Okay, Romans 1 verse 32. They know God's justice requires that those who do these things deserve to die. Yes, they do them anyway. Worse yet, they encourage others to do them too.
Yeah, so Joseph, like looking at life of Joseph, it seems like we're always doing bad stuff that we're not really good, and he did not take pleasure in it. He had to, I think
Genesis 39, I think verse.
that he had to go and report to his father.
Yes,
He
went to
brought
report to his father.
The father,
The evil report of his brothers.
So he did not take pleasure in
evil things that his brothers were doing. So looking at that too, we're talking looking at life of Joseph. One other thing is that Joseph developed his God-given gifts and talents. Let's look at it from when before he was sold into slavery, while he was in prison and all those, and he already had a gift of dreaming and interpreting dreams. While he was in prison, any normal person, like, I'm going through problem, I'm going through stress, I don't even have time for which one is gift, which one is talent. But no, Joseph was very intentional about developing those gifts. Like, he was even able to use them to help others, even when they were in the same situation as him. Imagine somebody that is in a problem, that is helping someone that is in a problem. He was able to use his gifts to help other people. So as youth, we should take time to develop our God-given talents and gifts. We should take time to develop our God-given talents.
Let me add something to what you said. Joseph used this God-given talent. At times, God will give us like a particular gift to help us, and we're not using that gift. It's just as if we are suffering ourselves. Like, I don't know. So what if Joseph had not
use that gift at
developed?
all?
So you will be waiting on God. Like, no, God has already
God is
done
supposed
this.
to do something now, but God has already given you something
waiting on God to
work
do
on.
it. So just like the level of understanding. This is what I love.
God has given to
so
me.
so utilize it and you just be fine. You just be fine. Yeah, going further, Joseph was responsible.
Responsibility.
He was responsible. I think the Bible recorded that Potiphar.
Yes, when Joseph came to Potiphar's house, Potiphar did not worry about any other thing. He literally didn't worry about anything. Same thing when he got to prison too. The guard in the prison could leave everything up to him and trust that Joseph was going to see to everything. So same thing, it was the same habit that took him to the top. And when he got to the top, he was able to be responsible for the whole nation's, food and welfare. So we should learn to be responsible. As we want to try to run away from responsibility. I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, it's too much to take, but we should be responsible just like
let me say this. People abuse. They will say it was because Joseph was well favored. That was why everything. No, don't let us abuse the place of God's favor. Okay, what if he was favored and he was a lazy person, like he was not responsible? Like God's favor would not even have shown.
It won't show forth in his life.
So don't let us abuse the place of God favoring us and the place of responsibility. It's God's part and our part.
Yes, our part is to be responsible. And it's God's part to show favor on us.
Yes. And the life of Joseph, he is always returning the glory to God.
Yes, fine. Always returning to all glory to God.
Let's not take God's glory. It doesn't belong to us. It belongs to God. So whenever probably God
does something through you should learn to return the glory.
It's very risky. That's what pride always.
Yes, that's pride. There's nothing else with that. There's nothing else
please.
to pride and that.
Whenever God does anything through you, just return the glory.
Glory to God. Because God raises us to humble people, and we want to we want God to raise us up and looking forward to elevation. So we should definitely return all